The mystery of Indomie chili seasoning under the microscope. What happens when mixed with water? Chapter 1. A closer look at Indomie chili seasoning. Behind the plain packaging lies an astonishing world. There are microscopic with fragments, a bewildering array of colorful powders, and strange reactions upon contact with water. There's even an allergen warning that we often overlook. In this episode, we will scientifically dissect Indomie's chili seasoning, from its molecules to its effects on our bodies. Get your eyes and ears ready, because our microscopic adventure is about to begin. Chapter 2. The Science of Allergens and the Secrets of the Dry Form. The back of the packaging clearly states, contains allergens. See ingredients in bold, and may contain peanuts, shrimp, fish, and eggs. These represent two levels of warning. First, contains refers to the noodles and oil, which definitely include wheat, gluten, and soy, ingredients already highlighted in bold. Second, may contain applies to ingredients not in the recipe itself, but which risk cross-contamination, because factory processing equipment is shared with shrimp or peanut products. For those with severe allergies, even a trace of peanut dust can trigger anaphylactic shock. Thus, these warnings are serious matters. So, why is the chili seasoning a dry powder rather than being premixed with chili oil? The reason is scientific. Low moisture content inhibits the growth of mold and bacteria. Furthermore, vegetable oil is prone to oxidation and turning rancid when exposed to light and air inside plastic packaging. By using a dry powder, manufacturers provide a lightweight product with a shelf life of up to 1 or 2 years. Chapter 3. The Mystery of Color and Microscopic Twigs. The dried chili seasoning contains granules of yellow, pink, dark red, and even black. The dark red comes from carotenoid pigments in the chili flesh, the pale yellow from finely ground seeds, and the dark, blackish tones from the skin of older chilies. Under a microscope, one can clearly see shapes resembling black and dark brown twigs. Botanically, these are xylem and phloem fibers, the chili plant's vascular tissues, that have undergone lignification, a natural hardening process similar to wood formation. Food standards permit the presence of these natural fibers, as they are inseparable from the chili itself. Chapter 4. Explosive reaction upon contact with water. What happens when this dry seasoning mixes with clean water? Something we will see later in the video at the 3-minute mark. Tiny particles emerge. This process is known as deagglomeration, or the breaking apart of clumps. In their dry state, these fine particles adhere to one another due to static electricity and a thin layer of natural oil. When water is introduced, it acts as a solvent that breaks those electrostatic bonds. Chapter 5. The Golden Circle and the Secret of the Pale Color. At the 4:02 mark, you will see perfect little orange spheres. That is oil, specifically the chili's natural essential oils and vegetable oil residue from the grinding process. Oil is hydrophobic, meaning it does not dissolve in water. To minimize contact with water, oil molecules form perfect spheres known as micelles, as the spherical shape is the most efficient way to reduce surface tension. Isn't nature mathematical? Then, the color of the seasoning shifts dramatically to pale yellow and pale orange. Why does the red pigment disappear? The compound responsible for the chili's red color, capsanthin, is a lipophilic pigment, meaning it dissolves more readily in oil than in water. When added to water, the pigment does not dissolve, yet it does not vanish either. The color simply appears optically diluted because it is dispersed throughout a larger volume of water. In contrast, water-soluble pigments, such as anthocyanins, would leach out, leaving behind pale, solid residue. This proves that the true red color of chili is only fully released when fried in oil, rather than boiled in water. Chapter 6. Is it safe? Long-term health effects. From a health perspective, is it safe? In terms of regulations, Indomie seasonings registered with BPOM are clearly safe for consumption in reasonable amounts. They contain no harmful substances like formalin or borax. However, the effects of frequent consumption are a different matter. If you have a severe allergy to shrimp or peanuts, you should still heed the may contain warning. Experts also advise against relying on instant noodles as a staple food, as they are low in fiber and protein. So, enjoy them occasionally for variety rather than making them a daily habit, and ensure your daily diet includes plenty of vegetables and fresh protein. Chapter 7. Finally becoming a smart consumer. So, what is the conclusion of today's microscopic adventure? Allergen warnings aren't just ordinary text. The dried form is chosen to preserve quality and prevent rancidity. The varied colors and wood-like fibers are evidence of the material's plant-based origin. The reaction with water demonstrates that chili pigments are lipophilic, oil-soluble. This seasoning is safe for consumption in moderation. Science is present in every corner of our kitchens. By understanding what we eat, we become smarter consumers. If this video has broadened your knowledge, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. There are many more food mysteries waiting for us to unravel. See you in the next experiment. We hope this video is useful for you.